In an unprecedented escalation of royal family tensions, sources close to Buckingham Palace confirm that King Charles III has authorized full cooperation with British intelligence, namely MI6, to monitor and report on Prince Harry's ongoing communications and activities abroad. This move, insiders claim, is a direct response to growing concerns over Meghan Markle's influence over Harry, her alleged political ambitions, and the potential security risks posed by their ongoing disclosures. Far from mere tabloid gossip, this operation is reportedly being coordinated at the highest levels of national interest, driven by concerns that sensitive royal and state information could be used as leverage in political or financial dealings by the Sussexes in the United States. This extraordinary development follows a pattern of what many inside royal circles describe as strategic destabilization by Meghan Markle. Since stepping back from royal duties in 2020, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have consistently pushed the boundaries of royal discretion, first through their explosive Oprah Winfrey interview, then through Harry's memoir Spare, and now with the Duchess's increasingly visible presence among American political and media elites. Former palace aides have pointed to emails, diplomatic meeting records, and Meghan's well-documented networking in Washington, D.C., as evidence of an orchestrated attempt to rebrand the Sussexes as a new form of political royalty, outside the bounds of constitutional monarchy, but still wielding influence derived from royal lineage. High-level insiders assert that King Charles, after months of private deliberations, ordered MI6 involvement not out of paternal frustration but from a place of constitutional duty. This is not about family anymore, one royal security advisor noted. This is about the safeguarding of Britain's soft power, national security, and international standing. When private conversations held inside royal residences start appearing in Netflix series or in American political circles, something has gone deeply wrong. Intelligence reports are believed to focus on a handful of specific concerns: Meghan's contact with U.S. political operatives, the couple's ongoing business ties with foreign entities, and Harry's own pattern of disclosing sensitive details about royal family dynamics. British intelligence has become increasingly concerned that Meghan's ambitions, rumored to include a potential Senate run in California, could be fueled by insider knowledge gained during her brief tenure as a senior royal, and by manipulating Harry's emotional estrangement from his family. A former MI6 officer, speaking under condition of anonymity, noted that there's a clear pattern of psychological leverage here. Harry has been isolated from his military past, his royal heritage, and his closest family ties. Meghan has become his sole anchor, and that makes him uniquely vulnerable to influence. The intelligence community, known for its discretion, has reportedly advised the palace that such influence, particularly when connected to political actors across the Atlantic, can no longer be treated as a private family issue. Palace officials have neither confirmed nor denied the intelligence operation publicly, but insiders claim the king is relying more heavily than ever on his private security briefings. It is also telling that the king's annual meeting with GCHQ and MI6 chiefs, typically held quietly, was unusually extended this year. There is growing speculation that a sealed royal protocol, designed for scenarios involving compromised royals, is now in effect. This protocol would permit the use of discreet surveillance, data monitoring, and even diplomatic countermeasures should Harry or Meghan be perceived as threats to national interest. Adding to the tension is Meghan Markle's recent association with Hollywood financiers and political donors, including those aligned with progressive lobbying firms. Her return to public life, complete with stylized appearances and strategic photo ops, suggests a calculated bid to remain culturally and politically relevant. Royal experts warn that this could translate into a long-term strategy to build a parallel brand of power, independent of the crown but rooted in it. It's post-royal populism, said royal historian Dr. Elaine Rutledge. They've commercialized grievance and royal connection simultaneously. That's never happened before, and it sets a dangerous precedent. Even among liberal circles, doubts about Meghan's intentions are beginning to surface. A leaked memo from a D.C. nonprofit reportedly questioned the optics of associating with a figure who openly monetizes royal trauma. Meanwhile, private British diplomats have quietly warned U.S. counterparts to be cautious in extending political legitimacy to the Sussexes. For Prince Harry, this latest chapter is perhaps the most painful. Sources say he remains unaware of the full extent of surveillance measures now in place. Some believe the king is still holding out hope that Harry will break free from Meghan's grip and reconcile with the monarchy. But for now, trust has been shattered and the divide runs deeper than ever. One senior courtier, when asked whether the situation could still be salvaged, replied bluntly, "Not unless Harry wakes up, and soon." The crown cannot bend to the ambitions of a Hollywood duchess. The level of scrutiny now being directed at the Sussexes, particularly Meghan Markle, underscores just how seriously the British establishment is treating what was once dismissed as celebrity drama. According to confidential briefings seen by high-level government sources, Meghan's increasing proximity to U.S. political circles is considered not only a potential conflict of interest but a diplomatic liability. One report, shared discreetly with select members of the Foreign Office, flagged meetings between Markle and a former U.S. presidential advisor as strategically sensitive given her continued use of royal titles and perceived proximity to the crown. Of particular concern to intelligence analysts is the possibility that Meghan is using private, privileged conversations, some of which allegedly occurred during closed-door royal meetings, to bolster her image and influence abroad. These are not leaks, a security expert explained. They are carefully timed disclosures that fit a narrative, and that makes them dangerous. The monarchy, while symbolic, plays a vital role in Britain's global diplomacy. Undermining it with politically charged revelations could destabilize soft power relationships the UK relies on. The situation is further complicated by Harry's role in these disclosures. While many within MI6 believe he is being emotionally manipulated, there are still serious questions about his judgment. His memoir Spare and the couple's Netflix docuseries reportedly contain details that may have violated royal security protocols, according to sources familiar with the palace's private briefings. Some intelligence officials are even recommending quiet diplomatic intervention with U.S. authorities to establish boundaries around what Harry and Meghan can reveal while still enjoying security privileges tied to their former royal status. The palace remains silent, but the surveillance, sources insist, is ongoing, and King Charles is said to be watching every development with a heavy heart and a determined will.